Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the serious strategy gamer and we're returning to our Kaiserreich Let's Play. A couple of interesting developments. We are just launching an attack on the Kaiserreich over here with our newly formed Marines. This is going to be our first launch of the Marines here. They are 40 with combat squadron, so let's see how that is going to work. We are going to send our dreadnoughts along with them just to make sure that they're not being intercepted and that we get a little bit of shore bombardment there. We also just last time did establish a new naval unit, the anti-submarine warfare group. So this is a group of light cruisers that have been thoroughly upgraded with very modern guns over here. And these guys should be fairly good at attacking and hunting down destroyers. As we are seeing over here, the Germans are sending a couple of destroyers to hunt down our submarines, so we're going to hunt them in turn. Right, we are bobbing a couple of units over there. We are trying to bail out the Italians yet again because they apparently have not guarded their coastline. And that's okay, and we are having a look over here what the Spanish are doing to the Germans here in Denmark, which doesn't seem to be pleasant at all, at least for the Germans. Right, also looking at all of these Mexicans just crossing the sea over there in very much in light of the troops from Canada. Ooh. Why are you not sending us anything? Our trade influence with them is too low. Is that so? No. Do send us fuel. We do need fuel. We are pretty much at zero fuel. There is an enemy squadron over here, which includes a couple of capital ships. It appears 8 capital ships, but only heavy cruisers, so I'm not too worried. Apparently someone is preparing for naval invasion on northern England, which I find interesting. And ooh, absolutely lovely. So we did ultimately manage to break through over here in the Flanders region, and that means there are a couple of isolated units in Dunkirk, and not that few, so about 12 divisions over there, which is fairly nice. Also Bruges seems to be open, wide open to us actually. Both of you guys, is there only one guy over here? Yeah, there is only one guy over here. Yeah, let's try to get you to Bruges. You're actually moving. I can't see you, damn it. Come on, you come over here. Yeah, that's right. Good, yeah, so we are on the attack. I think their attack is going to fail horribly. Just look at how much soft attack we have. No one is able to pierce our tanks. So that's fairly fantastic. Good news there. Good proof of concept. We were a little bit unsure whether that would work, but it does. Where are you guys going? Oh, you're down there. Okay, you're supposed to patrol down there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's fine. Right. So these guys here will potentially be in trouble. Encryption, decryption, researched. That's nice. I think we're going to go for advanced fire control systems next, so that we are able to rebuild our ships once we get that. I would like to do another naval restructuring. We are taking over here into Bruges now. And of course no one has ever heard of Dunkirk being encircled. So you here, you now can you join this attack on Dunkirk and on this area, and you guys here are going to try to support the attack on Dunkirk itself. We do have decent combat with, and these guys should hopefully fall very soon. I'm interested to see whether the heavy tanks will fall to us, whether they are strong enough or not. These guys are not directly engaging us for now, so that's good. Apparently there's a naval battle over here. Socialist Republic of Italy trying to defend down there. Our first units should be arriving over here, which is nice, and indeed they are. And this landing over here, I've almost called it the NCO landing, is collapsing now. So that's nice and good. Looks like Bruges will not be attacked or will not fall very soon. On the other hand, over here we are doing fine. Is this us? We have extremely low organization here. But on the other hand, no one can pierce us. Right, we are out of fuel. A couple of convoys sunk over here. There's another battle. Just our submarines. Yeah, and we did manage to take these guys out. So all in all, that's a fairly fantastic result. Let's do have an eye on the supply situation over here. It's not incredibly bad. It's only a little bit bad. And only some of these regions. So I think as these guys do fan out a little, I think we'll be alright. Let's try to get you down here on railroads, strategic redeployment all the way, simply so that you don't suffer quite as much attrition. You'll find where you are. Good. Right. Yeah, the fuel situation is really killing us. Yeah, but over here we were successful, and that means you guys here can now also please just plains, mountain, plains. Okay, let's grab these guys. All of you. You're part of a single unit. Let's get you over here. And let's ask you to be a spearhead towards Toronto. And I can ask all of you to come here by railroad. Enemy fleet over there. And look at the Italians. Is that even Italians? Soviet Russians. Why Soviet Russians? Maybe on vacation? Well. Okay, over here, this is looking good, and I think we are bombing these guys at the very least shortly. And look at that, the heavy tanks cannot pierce our armor. So we have 35 and 40 piercing. We can easily pierce them, they cannot pierce us. Good, very good actually. Lovely. So it did pay out to wait such a long time to actually build this up. Yeah, but how can we save a little bit of fuel? I think it's our capital ships that are moving out here. So what I should potentially do is ask these guys here, the first scout fleet, to actually stop patrolling, and you can go back and to port, and that's going to be alright. And hopefully save us a little bit of fuel at the very least. Good. Yeah. All we can do. Not looking good there for them. Northern Italy is holding. So yeah, that's alright then. Good. Keep an eye on the developments in the Low Countries here. This is not a big... It's not a big battle, of course, but you know what? It's still alright just to see a couple of units being lost here to the Germans and some of their allies. So basically the Reichspakt is losing a couple of units here, and it means they don't have these to threaten us elsewhere. Short and you know, little by little we are doing a lot of damage here. How can there be more divisions all of a sudden? Are they ferrying in troops? Well, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? I don't think they should, but they might be doing that. And as these guys are collapsing, exiled veterans. Ooh. Interesting. Who? A little bit of a combat bonus going on there. Mostly you are falling very short. German submarines. Losing a couple of these submarines. More submarines. Really? Remarkably similar battles over there. Submarines from New England that are being sunk. That is of course nice. There's the perpetual battle. One of the perpetual battles. The other one is down here. It just doesn't stop. And over here, this is our first attack then on with our new Marines. So we have got an enormous combat strength over here. 200, 320. That is extremely good. Why are you so... Okay, your experience is a little bit low. But yeah, 300, that is pretty good. On the other hand, how much have they got? They've got 100, 150, yeah, about 150 or so. That is nice. We are putting out more damage than they are, but are we going to be alright in terms of organization? I don't know. Actually, let's look at the modifiers here a little bit. So they are suffering from shore bombardment, of course. Experience, entrenchment, country, commander skill is all going in their favor. Country on our side a little bit worse. Commander skill alright. Decryption advantage, nice. And attacker damage. So you've done a close quarters attack, and you are doing a close quarter strong point in the desert. Well, not a good combination, I think. Right, up over here, things are going pretty well for us here. I think here in Dunkirk, these guys are losing and surrendering. Lovely, there we go. They are actually trying to land over here as well. Nice, good. Well, that's lovely, isn't it? Will we be able to take out Bruges? Well, I think certainly not in terms of this very easy, nice, fast maneuver. So let's actually grab all of these guys here and give them a new attack plan, simply so they can start to work up to that. I think it's going to wait a while till we actually trigger that. On the other hand, down here, planes, Foggia, all the way to Toronto, please. Just drive through there. Never results. A couple of submarines sunk, nice. We can modify our government, and we might want to do that soon, but not quite yet. Submarines here. Where are our new light cruisers? Anti-submarine warfare group. You're operating in the Capverdian Plain, as you should be. But I don't see you being active here, do I? Well, let's see. Right, blue units. Let's try to do an attack over here. Just as sort of general advance. I'd really like to kill some German destroyers. Things over here are still looking okay. Some of these guys are losing organization quickly. That's nice because, I mean, this guy is holding out, but everyone else should actually be overwhelmed by our firepower. And I think our breakthrough is enough to keep going. We've got 5 divisions over here. I think sooner rather than later they are going to collapse. Submarines sunk. Ooh, what's this? It's our light cruisers against their dreadnought. How can their dreadnought be here? But here's the thing I raised earlier, right? So I think light ships are very, very dominant here. We've got light ships, we've got light guns, we've got a couple of torpedoes, not actually that much. They've got heavy guns, they don't have light guns. So we'll be able to torch them. We'll be sinking them with torpedoes and light guns. On the other hand, have we received damage from heavy guns? Yeah, a bit. 32. They've received how much? 71, and these guys are not even built up around torpedoes, and I think they would be doing a lot of damage there in a very, very short time if we had the chance. Right, 51%, still 5 divisions that we are fighting. Over here, I think we have made our first dent into this little plane, these little planes up there. We are starting to attack further into this area. Can I actually adjust this a little bit to at least include that? Thank you. Right, and we are making our way down there, so that's nice. And we might be able to cut off their retreat. Got another division over here, which I think we can assign to, well, pretty much anyone, but potentially the red division. I mean, it's sort of so-so. You guys, you really need to... You're down here. You really need to work your way up, buddy. Alright, that's okay though. We cannot quite build a new one here. But I think once we have the military police, that should be alright. Good. Let's see. Come on. If you kill this guy, yeah, you're down to 4 divisions that you're fighting. And at least once you're down to 3 or so, I think every now and then you will pick the same division to fight, and that will greatly reduce their capabilities. Continued reforms over here. Has completed Anastone's plan. Oh, okay, so this is based on these. Okay, well, I thought that would be slightly different. I would like to get to the dockyards. The Reds, so more airborne technology, don't think this is required. I mean, some of these are nice, especially the tank research and the adaptation of new doctrines, but right now I'm not convinced. British rail reform seems pretty pointless to me. Just more infrastructure. Anything over here, nice, particularly the Damocles project, which would give us a little bit of nuclear research, which in turn does increase research speed. Domination of the sky, strategic destruction or battle fleet, I think we don't have either. We have a little bit misplaced these guys. Radar technology would be good, air bases not so much, stationary. Stationary anti-tank guns? Don't think there's a specific research for that. Production costs on all of these is nice, but you know what? We're gonna go down here and gonna research more ships. Right, that's okay. That's okay. Ooh. Okay, maybe you can be convinced. Yarmouth has been sunk. At the very least, that's not this ship. Dublin is reattaching. Are you in another battle over here? You are. Come on, but these guys are losing strength as well. 25%. You can see we are doing a lot of damage here with torpedoes. This is starting to look threatening for them as well. And we have sunk them. And that is it. You know, yes, we did take some damage, but we did dish out a lot of damage in return. So you know what? I think I'm fairly happy about this. On the way to repair, you know what? You need to stop patrolling here for a second. And just come home. How are we looking in terms of production? A lot of these ships should now be repairing. Yeah, I mean, losing a destroyer... Ooh, what's going on? Losing a light cruiser, actually, is painful. Ooh. Okay, our French brethren are starting an attack over here on the Germans, but I'm not sure it's going to be that successful, really. How about down here? Italy seems to be falling pretty nicely. Come on, these guys, you can definitively board them. It's just a single squadron over here, a single division over here. Okay, now we are coming into the city, which of course is not particularly well suited for tanks, but I still think this is okay. Yeah, and we are basically wrecking them up here. Yeah, so all in all, nice. I like this. Right. How's our attack? Yes. No. 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 Okay. Hey, no. Okay. We have won here. This is actually good. We've won. You can come back to port. That's nice because we are very short on any equipment over here. So Atzeres is ours. That's lovely. So I suppose what I should do is get you into new army. Maybe you as well. 2 guys. Yeah, that works. Good. Okay, and then you guys can come back, I suppose, to Britain even. So yeah, let's send you down to, let's give you a very short break here in Plymouth. Lovely area, Land's End. Let's bring all of you guys here as well. And then soon you're going to make your way to the north. And that should be fairly good and dandy. And then other than that, we can also ask you guys here to stop patrolling for a second. That's okay. No battles up over here, so that's alright. Naval invasion support. You can rest up a little bit over here, and then the strike force, you likewise don't need to be around for this very moment. Good, very nice. Repairing, all of these guys are on their way to repair. Did you just get into a new battle over there? You did, with a couple of destroyers. I mean, it's down to 2 guys, one of which is at 63%. Recon company, nice. I think we would go for more engineering, for more entrenchment. Destroyer sunk. Good. And these guys are getting more and more experience as we go along. Are starting to see them repair, which is also good. Yeah, things over here are still extremely messy because we really don't have any way to repair anyone. These are long repair times. Bissau. And Lisbon. You over here? Two of you are in fact over here. 5769. And you have some damage over here, haven't you? No. Well, it's alright. There's no rush, no particular rush at least. Still 30 days, that's harsh. Cape Verde. Okay, you know what? Let's bring you over here. Alright, naval results. There is another submarine sunk. Yes, good and dandy. Our guys are doing their job over there. That's good actually. It's nice to see them being so effective. Good. Should be a little bit short of military equipment, but all in all that's fine. Can we train more Marines? We cannot. We're just shy of being able to do that. Over here. You guys are stupid. Your job was here. Yeah, but you know what? All in all, these guys here will be falling fairly soon. And there we go. Fantastic, good stuff. You're coming down here? Yes, you are, and soon these guys will reinforce, and at that point these guys will simply give up or be obliterated in the streets, and then likewise we can attack, and they're gonna collapse there. Good. Well, that's something. Right, convoys. Convoys. Why are they still sending so many convoys through this area? I mean, I set this up when there was a big battle over here. You guys aren't doing particularly well, are you? You're sort of low on supply? Okay, let's get these guys, you, and draw another offensive line over here. Hopefully you'll be able to make your way across there at some time. Lost a convoy over here. 2 cruisers. Don't suppose we have any navy over here that could engage them, have we? So how about you? Where are you currently based? Down here in Lisbon as well. Interesting. Right, you know what? I think you'd be a prime target to do that. Let's get you to Hull. And there are our heroes of the Azores going back into port. A little bit shy on organization, but you guys have trained up, so that is nice to see. Good stuff over there, and down here I think you should collapse fairly quickly. Organization here is very low, and Percy is gaining a bit of experience. Can you actually promote to anything? No, you can not. What about you? Guerrilla fighter. Entrenchment speed. We've got like a lot of potential. This would be nice. Let's go for entrenchment speed, it's not the worst. How about you? Haven't really unlocked anything yet. You? No, that's a no. Alright. I'm still nervous about this. There's a naval invasion in northern England. Where's it supposed to come from? Germany? Germany has at least established another presence over here. Spaniards are sort of all over the place. I think they should just bop this. We have a couple of units still around here. Mostly just to secure the area there. Now our tanks over here have lost a little bit of their meaning. I mean, we could of course advance onto Bruges, just sort of punch through there brutally. But it was just mainly that minor pocket that we wanted to clear, and we did. So that's actually fine. Whereas down here, yeah, these guys will collapse quickly. Quickly and decisively. And there we go. And there we go. Fine, fantastic. Where you go? All the way back to the north? Is that really that useful? We could try to attack Italy at one of these locations, specifically here maybe. On these plains. But across the river, I'm not too confident that that would be a good move. You here, you are an excellent cross the river guy. Plus 10% on 4, siege ability, attack on 4, makeshift bridges. I think you could do it. You could attack them over here, we could cause them to collapse and advance on Austria itself. On the other hand, I want you to move towards Greenland, so I think that's not worthwhile. Okay, let's ask these 4 guys over here. Is there a river over here? It's sometimes very hard to see. I don't think so. So let's ask you to be here. And then have a very limited attack plan of going into here. And you're going to come there, and that's going to be nice. And it's going to shorten the front line yet again. 3 dockyards. That hasn't happened in ages. Even though we are repairing quite a bit over here. And let's make sure that we are repairing everything that we need to repair. You guys, can I ask you to click to detach? I don't want you to detach. I want you to all repair. Good. You're doing that now. Fantastic. That just increases these numbers. But most of you are going to be repaired in a fairly short time. It's just a couple of days for most of you guys. You're all good. You are all good. You are a little bit weird because some of you are locked into this these perpetual battles. You are all okay. As are you, mostly. Let's send people to be repaired who should be repaired. You are refitting at least one more unit. Everyone is repaired though. The scout fleet, yeah, you two are going to be repaired. And then what we can do is just produce a couple of convoys for now, because I think soon we might want to have to update some of our things. Although centimetric radar and fire control systems, I don't think that is something that we can actually upgrade on these ships, can we? We could. I mean, either of them is of course going to be upgradable. But not all of them at the same time. How about these ships here? I don't think they carry radar. No, they don't. So they just carry the better guns, which we don't have right now. So that is not something that we actually do need to upgrade. You guys are fine. You're all anti-submarine warfare type units. You have been upgraded. So maybe let's have a look at this way. So equipment details, cruiser, there is the destroyer hunter or something. Destroyer hunter, yeah, and there's no other ship of this type. So they are all up to that standard, which is nice. Good. So that means we can look at the class 1 above that, which is probably going to be the number 3 here. Let's look at this design. You cannot have a radar set basically. But you could have much better guns. You could have much better torpedoes. Do you have any torpedoes? Yeah, you do only have these torpedoes. And you could have some silliness, which is pretty much pointless. Like that. Engine is probably going to be extremely expensive to replace. Yes, it is. So let's, in fact, not do that. And I suppose what we can do is... No, not the heavy ones, sorry. The rapid fire guns. Yeah, like so. Much better light attack. Good torpedo attack, light piercing. Anti-air. Good health. Somewhat decent speed. Not a bad design. It's very similar, I think, to our number 2, to our level... God damn it! To our cruiser destroyer hunters level 2. Although I think you might have a little bit better armor, so yeah, you know what, that's okay. We are going to call these guys the destroyer hunter number 3 because it's a level 3 ship, and that is simply going to be alright. Update this, and then we're going to send you here 3 guys to be refitted towards this standard. Yes, please. Gonna send you into refit, and then these guys should show up here fairly soon. I think we might have to reload this screen. No? Okay, let's check the never results. You're pushing them back, so that's nice. It's a gradual war down there. By which I mean attritional warfare. Right, another big battle over here with a lot of Italian guys, a couple of destroyers and a couple of submarines. You here, do include this into your patrol pattern. Get over here, you're going to be part of this, and you likewise are going to be convoy escorting. So just get more guys over there basically. How about Marines? Are you doing fine? 82%. I would like to get you at least to 92. Right, and then how are we looking in terms of production? No, it still hasn't shown up yet. Have we not sent out these guys? Or are they just somewhere else? No, you're coming up this way. I think it must have been based down here somewhere. But you'll be there soon. And this is going to go away. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. Let's get over here. And let's... Oh, we've only built a single convoy here. Well, that's okay. Good. Yeah, that's going to take a while to churn through. Not too long, actually. This guy is going to finish very soon. And then these guys are going to follow fairly fast. You know what? I think I care about you here the least, actually. So let's do it like this. Yeah, and then January, February. You know what? It's going to be so far. I know it's inconsistent, but it's so far. It's going to be only 4 days. And in 4 days, it's going to be nice to have these guys. We are very much short on infantry equipment. That is nothing new. We are not really building any artillery or any of these bombers. That's okay. We do have a little bit of reserve here. We are upgrading a couple of our guys. We could upgrade our tanks much more quickly, but again, the difference here is not that big, so I don't think there's that much point. We don't need that much. We don't need that many fighters, do we? We haven't lost like a bazillion fighters. No, we are just building Spitfires and replacing our Hurricanes. And you know what? With all of these aircrafts, I'm gonna go and get these guys to be sent towards, I think, the Soviet Union or something, just to get them out of the inventory. I hate having that, but of course I'm gonna do that off screen. Right. That is us sinking a couple of enemy ships. Large number of enemy ships. But there are still destroyers around, which we will need to take care of. And of course we still have the anti-submarine warfare group for that. Yeah, and you're going to be rejoined by a couple of your guys there soon. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Very nice. This battle, I don't think the French are going anywhere with these types of attacks. But, you know, if they want to do that, that's going to be alright. And I think this one will settle down here as well. We do need to support the Soviets a little bit. But then again, our next move will definitely going to be to take our Marines and start preparing an attack from here. Maybe onto here or directly onto sort of this region, because I think it's much more valuable than Iceland itself. That being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you again next time. Bye bye.